Hoy me encuentro en la casa de el Mayor Andrew Hardwick. Say hello to the Noticias Spanish media.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Okay, if anyone is up there and can listen well, please let me know if you are listening to what I'm saying. All right. Eloy, can you please move the camera a little bit? I'm sorry, mi gente, esto está en vivo. Estamos tratando de hacerlo mejor.
Back just a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, Major Hendrick.
Much, you're right, just a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I think I cannot see myself very well.
Right there.
All right. How are you today, Mr. Hendrick?
I'm good.
That's good to know. People are surprised right now because you are coming back to get reelected as a mayor of village of Freeport, correct? Why is that? What do you have that the candidates, the ones that are competing with you, what are you bringing to the table now?
Well, one, none of the other candidates have my experience. I am the only candidate that's running for mayor that is a public administrator, who has been a public administrator. I worked for 2 mayors, and I came from county government as a senior deputy commissioner for operations. So I've been working in government more than they have. In fact, Kennedy and Drummond have never worked as public administrators.
Correct. I understand that your 4 major points are housing, lower the taxes, more jobs, and quality of life. Can you talk to me a little bit more about that?
Well, it's simple. If we don't do something to bring more jobs to Freeport and to help lower the taxes and to fix the housing, from Sandy, there are 350 homes that are still in trouble, meaning that they don't have the authority to be a home. And then there are also more than 380 homes that are in foreclosure, that are in bad conditions. They call them zombie houses. Or we have properties that have been destroyed by fire. These properties are still in trouble also. So now you're talking about 600 homes plus that need to be taken care of. I am the only candidate that's talking about these homes. How many families could live in these homes?
I understand.
It's a lot.
But, okay, you were talking about people who already have houses. But as you know, Freeport is a community with a low-income family. What are your plans for those people that are paying for one-bedroom apartment $1,600? It's not. I mean, what they get paid is not affordable for them to live in this.
Well, one of the things that I have to address are jobs in Freeport. Now we have a huge amount of buildings that are empty in Freeport, commercial buildings in the industrial area and throughout the commercial area that have to be taken care of. That's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of jobs. We got to get those buildings back. That's what I do. I'm a public administrator. I can find those private partners that will work with us in government to get it done. But the most important thing is having 2 members on the board with me that have a heart for the people. The last time when I was the mayor, the people that were with me, they sold themselves to go and work with the local Republicans to continue to steal from the people. Carmen Pinero is no good. Bobby Kennedy, no good. Stephen Drummond is doing the same thing now that they did. They made it about them and not about the people. If we don't have a mayor in office that's going to take care of the people, then Freeport goes like this. Because this town is all about people. And the Latino community is important because who has the most businesses in Freeport?
Latinos, yes.
They must be treated with respect.
Correct.
They must have a place at the table.
But do you understand that most of the Latinos in the Freeport community are undocumented people? I mean,
and that's why it's important to have a mayor with a heart. It's important to have a board with a heart. It's not our responsibility to make sure that people leave Freeport. Our responsibility is to make sure that people are safe, they have decent housing, and they have equal opportunities. Now, if there's an immigration situation, we don't have that authority, but our job is to give them respect and courtesy as human beings and dignity. That's our responsibility. And if we can help them to become citizens in any way, then we should do that the right way.
Okay, and what is it I'm sorry, when you talk about quality of life, what do you mean by that?
Quality of life means that people have the opportunity to live and work and move around in decency and with opportunity. And knowing that, they can afford to eat a decent meal. They can afford to have the same advantages that other people have. Quality of life means that you're able to give yourself proper nutrition. You're able to go to doctors and make sure that your health is good and sound, and to take care of your family the same way. That quality of life comes by having the opportunity to get a decent job, to make decent money, so that you can have a decent place to live. And then all those other qualities that come with that.
Okay. You said about, you talk about food, right? I have a friend, I don't know, her name is Maria Garcia. I don't know if
Hi, Maria.
Maria, she's an elder woman, and she's sick at home getting dialysis. And she said that she used to get monthly $150 from SNAP. Now, because she cannot work anymore. But she said that one day she got a letter on the mail, and she said, oh, you know what? I'm not getting $150. Now they are sending me $130. I mean, how that could be quality of life? I mean, this woman, she's sick, and she needs more help. What can we do for her?
Well, one of the things that I had when I was the mayor is I had a 24-hour response system. If you call my office and you need help, within 24 hours I have an answer for you. I don't just say, well, we don't do that here. You have to call Nassau County. No, I make sure I have the answers for you. And if there's a way that I can help you, I'm not going to stop. And the people that work for me, they don't stop until we can help you with your situation. Now, I can't say that I'm the magic man and I can do everything. But in many cases, it was about just trying to help. And then we would find that there's ways that you can help people. So the mayor's office is to make sure that if there's something that you need, we should know where it is. That's the mayor's office. If the mayor doesn't know, then who knows?
Correct.
So, being the mayor means that you are every kid's father, every grandparent, that's your grandparents, every single mother, you're their kid's father. You know what I mean? You have to be there for everybody. And when I was mayor, I'm sure that no other mayor in the history of Freeport has helped to take care of people the way that I have. I mean, I even buried people's babies and adults to make sure that they could put them away properly with dignity and respect.
That was out of your office package, or?
Out of my pocket, out of my campaign funds, or I would call friends to help me. We lost Bishop White a little while ago, and he was one of those friends that would give money to help people to bury their loved ones.
You said that through these new buildings that you want to rebuild, you will give the community more jobs. But one of the complaints that people have out there is that they only getting $9.70 an hour. And I don't think it's fair, because to live in Long Island is really expensive.
Well, we know that Governor Cuomo is pushing a bill now to change that. The minimum wage is going to go up. So things are going to get better in a lot of different places. In the United States, they're pushing still. Hopefully under this new president, that's going to continue. But if not, New York State is pushing. So each individual state still has the authority to do some things on their own. We don't have to wait for the federal government. So hopefully, Governor Cuomo, the New York State Assembly and Senate will do the right thing and help increase the minimum wage. I don't have that authority at the village level, but what I can do is I can make sure that we create those kinds of relationships that are going to get those buildings back to work again. Commercial buildings are no good empty. That's jobs.
Okay. Do you know the leader, Dr. John Maxwell, who wrote the book, The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader?
I've heard of it, but I haven't read it myself.
Okay. He read a phrase that said, "Giving is the highest label of living." What's your opinion about it?
I believe that. My mother taught all of us to give. And I have a lot of brothers and sisters. When I was a kid, my mother would invite everybody to our house on Sunday. And I would say, how is she going to feed all these people? And it seemed like the more people that came, the more food came in the pots. You know, this is about how you're living. God wants people to give.
That's right.
And I believe God has put me in this position so that I can give. Nobody gave more when I was a mayor. I'm a giving person. That's why when I was mayor, we had 50 new or expanded businesses in Freeport. Businesses were coming because they felt welcome, because I made them feel that way. I made it easier to start a business in Freeport. My job is to be your friend, not to give you roadblocks. We can do it legally and fairly without hurting people or trying to take advantage.
Right. Now that you mentioned that you don't want to hurt people, right now after Trump got in his administration, everything the news is saying that people will get deported, that there are deportation. What do you have to say about that? Like, say something that people can feel safe themselves, like they're not afraid anymore. I'm sorry to interrupt you. There are so many people out there who are afraid to get deported.
What I can say is this. What's going on now with the way that he's doing that is, it's not fair. It's a sad situation because he's not giving people the opportunity to address those things themselves. To treat people like they're criminals is not the right way to do this. Because he wouldn't want his children or his wife to be treated like that. You know, or if his parents were alive, he wouldn't want them to be treated like that. Because here in America, we're all immigrants, except the Indians. You know, and the African that were forced here, but now are citizens, now have a choice to be here or not. But every human being has the right to dignity and respect. That doesn't change because we all belong to one God. So I'm believing that the God that we serve will also have something to say about all this. It doesn't stop with one man. There's a higher power, and we have to pray that different controls will step in. Because he is the president, he has some authority even without the Congress and the Senate. So as much as I would like to change things or to make things fairer, I don't have that power.
But you are the mayor, you can speak for them, for those who doesn't have a voice, for those who doesn't speak English, for those who are afraid.
And certainly I will. But I'm telling the people here now, it's not like I could stop federal agents from moving. You know what I mean? So I don't want to give people false impressions thinking that I have that kind of power. What I do have is a voice as a mayor that can go to Washington with the other mayors and say, this has got to stop. I can encourage the governor to help with all of the mayors, and just villages alone in New York State, there are 555 mayors in villages alone, not including cities. You know what I mean? So, and I think there's something like 70 some odd cities in New York State. So there are a lot of mayors in New York alone. Can you imagine if the majority of the mayors went to Washington from New York alone and said, hey, this needs to stop.
Yes, you need to stop.
Things could change.
Mm-hmm.
But the voice of the people has to be pushed through their leaders.
Mm-hmm. So one of the phrases that I see driving around the neighbor is a proven leader that we can trust. Can you talk to me about your team? I know you have Michelle Baptiste, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Frank Grossman,
Mm-hmm.
and also Juana Prado, which is a Spanish lady.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit who are they? Tell the media.
Well, what I can tell you is this. Frank Grossman is a Freeport resident. He has been a Freeport resident his entire life. He was born and raised here. He is a retired CPA. He knows the numbers. And we need someone that can really operate with numbers because the financial situation of Freeport is a serious, serious issue. If the money is funny, everything is funny. That makes it weak. We cannot have a weak environment in Freeport financially. That makes everything soft.
What do you mean funny? If they use the money in, what do you mean by funny?
I mean, many times there has been fraud, mismanagement, and waste. We have to make sure that that stops.
The money goes to the right hand.
Right. It's the people's money. That means that everything that is spent should be explained. Or you should be able to see it in the book and understand exactly where it has gone. The book meaning the budget. So that's why we have Frank Grossman, because he's an expert at getting the proper reporting done. We need the reporting system to change so that we can make sure that no one can rob Freeport again. And right now they're doing that. Okay? The other person, Juan Pata, she is someone that I've known for 20 plus years. She was on the CDA board in the village for 4 years. She did it for free because she loves Freeport. She would, and that CDA board is responsible for all the new businesses that went up. You know, they helped all those businesses to get up. So we're talking about 50 plus businesses, including IHOP. The empty buildings, a lot of those empty buildings that had wood on the windows, she helped them to get up and running again. Now these buildings have jobs. That's how you create jobs. So she knows how important economic and community development is.
When you talk about these buildings, where are they located?
On the corner of Main and Broadway, the corner of Brooklyn and Main. 7 years ago, there was wood on the windows for 12 and 15 years. Main Street, you couldn't drive without going like this. It was crazy. Now that it's smooth and now that the buildings are jobs now, people forget what it was. My administration did that. And I want credit for the good things we've done. The Freeport train station was a mess. It was one big toilet. I cleaned it up. Okay? More than 200 homes my administration saved from foreclosure. They came to my office and I made the banks save their homes. That's hard work. I want credit for that. You know?
Maybe this is your time to get reelected.
Well, what I can tell you is this. There's no one running right now for Freeport that has more of a heart for the people than I do. No one has hired more Latino or African Americans to work in the administration than I did. Because, and whites as well. Got some of the first opportunities because before I got there, it was all about the people that were in the clique. If you weren't in their circle, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, Latino, you didn't get an opportunity. When I came in, I gave everybody an opportunity that I could. And that's what it's about.
So Spanish people, they have hope, can we say, because it's harder for us to get opportunities.
Well, all I can tell you is this. I'm fair. I'm strict in areas, you know, we have to follow the rules, but I'm fair. And everybody has to have a fair opportunity and real justice. Justice has to be for everybody, not just for a few, but it has to be equal and fair.
Okay, we already talked about Frank Grossman, Juana Prado. What about Michelle Baptiste?
Michelle Baptiste is more than qualified for this job. She has worked as a judge before in New York City. She's been practicing law for over 15 years. She's a Freeport resident, homeowner. All of my candidates are homeowners, professionals. They don't own any other businesses in Freeport. They just want to work for Freeport. All of these other people that are running have businesses in Freeport. That's not good. That's a conflict of interest.
What you mean is not good? Why is it a conflict of interest?
Because if I'm your mayor, I don't think they can see me, Elon. There we go. If I'm your mayor and I have a business in Freeport, and if something goes wrong with my business, you might need to step back just a little bit. If something goes wrong with my business.
I'm sorry, Mayor Hardwick. We are live. Esto es en vivo. Disculpen. Yes. Estamos tratando de hacerlo mejor. Thank you.
So stay there. Don't go anywhere. If I'm in business and something goes wrong with my business and they call my office, what am I going to do? I'm going to go take care of my business. But when you're the mayor of Freeport, it's a full-time job, not a part-time job. You can't have 2 businesses and 3 businesses on the outside and be the mayor. Because you're not the mayor. You're a part-time employee then that's taking care of your own special interests. And not only that, but if I could use my influence to help my business, would I do that? Yeah, because today in society, everybody wants to use the government to advance themselves when they're in business. That's why I made a decision not to have any other businesses. My only business is Freeport business. No private business for myself. All these other folks, they're looking to use the mayor's office to enhance their business. That's what Kennedy did. Kennedy is a millionaire, so why does he want to be the mayor? To become a super millionaire. If I owned a jet and a yacht, I wouldn't want to be your mayor. I wouldn't. Because I'm different. I want to live my life the highest quality. And when I'm done working, I don't want to work anymore. And if I were rich, I wouldn't work. I'd work on good health and enjoying my life and helping people from a rich perspective. So I just believe when you see a rich person in politics, it's usually about themselves. They get richer. I've never seen a rich person lose money or their business lose money.
So you are telling me right now that our president will get richer?
He will. He will. I believe that. That's my own personal opinion. Okay. I haven't seen anybody leave Washington poorer than they came. And that's what's wrong with our country now. It's killing us from the inside out because people take this over people. Money over people. And that's killing America.
Okay, can you tell me 3 mistakes that you made in the past that you will not repeat again?
3. One right off the top, I was too trusting. I trusted a lot of people without really vetting them. This time, I won't be so trusting. And 2, my closest people, I will make sure we stay close. Like Chris Lopez, for one. That relationship should have stayed closer. And others. And 3rd, I will make sure that we get to the bottom of how to protect Freeport's money because that's everything. If people have a way of getting your money out, that's not good. That I didn't get done because the 2 people that I had as trustees sold me and the village of Freeport out.
Not good. Not good.
That hurt a lot of people.
Can you mention one of them?
One of what?
That you said that sold you out?
Well, it's easy. My entire team. Carmen Pinero, Bobby Kennedy, and Stephen Drummond. They all sold out. They should have stayed with the team and done the right thing with the team. And right now, Freeport would be a lot better. You know, The Latino community cannot tell me right now that Carmen helped them, that she did something for them. She didn't. She did for herself, and that's it. She forgot them. I brought her on the ticket to help take care of the community. They have businesses. They work hard here. They should get the respect and the decency that they deserve, like everybody else. They didn't get that. Bobby Kennedy promised that he was going to help fix the finances and make sure that people wouldn't take from this village anymore. He joined the other side and continued to do that. He's doing it now, and he's playing games with no tax increase, no tax increase. Meanwhile, he's bonding behind our backs, left and right. That's borrowing money. That's running credit cards up. However you want to say it, it's loans that we have to pay back. And the people don't know about it. And then soon, the bill is coming, and who's going to pay it? The little guy. We have a lot of little guys in Freeport.
All right, let's go back to the beginning.
Okay, let's go back.
Tell me, when you were a child, how did you find out that you always wanted to be a leader? Because, for example, me, when I was little, I used to interview everybody. I knew it. How you knew that you wanted to be a leader? I don't know if you understand my question. Si la formulé bien.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's so much that I wanted to. When I was a kid, I didn't know that I wanted to be a leader, but I grew up around a lot of adults. And they taught me to do things that older people had to do.
Okay.
So, because I had so many adults helping me as a kid, growing up, I always had older people as friends. So I became an adult faster, you know?
That's how your experience is coming.
Yes. And because of that, most of my friends are gone now because they were always older people. And that made my life sadder, but I was more experienced in places. I was more serious.
And more mature, can we say?
Yes. But I kind of like cut my my childhood off. I had more of an adult life than I had a childhood. So I'm still paying for it because here I am now, still running for mayor again.
Correct.
And it's because I know too much.
And what party are you in now?
I'm a Democrat.
Okay.
But I can tell you, like, we got to be clear about that.
Okay.
In Freeport, the party doesn't matter because the Republicans are running Freeport. You know, and they're buying Democrats to help them. So what we have to have.
So you believe? I'm sorry, Mayor Hardwick. You believe that as a Democrat we should get united and together?
I believe.
Instead of selling ourselves to.
Yes, if we're going to be Democrats, be Democrats. If we're going to be Republicans, be Republicans. And I'm not saying that means you don't vote for the best person, because if there was a Republican that was better for Freeport, to help Freeport, I would vote for that person. Like I know that there are Republicans that are voting for me. This is about Freeport and where we need to be. So if we know that there's a lot of nonsense, foolishness going on from Democrats, then yeah, we should walk away. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
We have to do the best thing for our families, the best things for Freeport's tomorrow. Because if we don't, good people are going to leave here. They have to. This is not a good place to stay if we keep going the way that we're going.
I do not understand. What are you telling me then? That yes, you are a Democrat, but explain that again to the public.
I'm a Democrat.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have a sheet where we have to mark the day on March 21st when we go to vote? What's the number that we have to mark?
Oh, I'm row B. B for a better vision for Freeport.
B. Oh, you stand for B.
That's right.
For a better vision of Freeport, correct. All right, can you please tell the public and to all the Spanish people out there in Noticia, please vote for me?
On Tuesday, March 21st, you have an opportunity to say the courts need to be fair again, that the opportunities need to be fair again, that you need a mayor that will respect you and that will work for you. And that every holiday, the mayor's going to make sure you got turkeys when you need them. I'm going to give toys when you need them. I'm going to be the heart in the mayor's office, like I've always been. We got to take care of people, and I want to be a servant. I don't want to be served.
To conclude, Mayor Hardwick, give me a phrase from a big leader that everybody knows that will best describe you. From Martin Luther King, that we all know.
Yeah, what I would say to you is that if I were to die tomorrow, I don't want people to talk about all of the firsts I've had, that I was the first African American to be in Nassau County at that level, in that department, that I was the first African American to sit on the Freeport Fire Department Council, that I'm the first and only African American to be nominated for chief of the Freeport Fire Department, that I was the first African American to ever sit 2 terms as a captain in the fire department, that I was the first African American to head a department in New York State Parks Department on the sea side of the South Shore of Nassau County. All those firsts don't mean anything. What I want people to remember me for is how I tried to help somebody.
Thank you. So once again, you said it's road 2B?
It's road B. B for a better vision for Freeport.
It's road B for a better vision.
Be like boy. Be like beautiful Jenny.
Thank you. Okay, can we say, I'm going to help you to say this in Spanish. Okay, repeat after me.
Okay.
Hola amigos.
Hola amigos.
Por favor.
Por favor.
Voten.
Voten.
Por mí.
Por mí.
Este. Marzo 21 del 2017.
Oh,
2017, 2017. 2017. En la columna B, para mejor visión de la comunidad de Freeport. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good.